Welcome to Crafty Little Beach. This is Julie. Today I have a Dollar Tree DIY for you. Now, for the next fairy garden, we're going to be making it in one of these little terrarium planters from the Dollar Tree. So you could make this a hanging one if you wanted. You could hang it from the top. I'm going to have mine be standing, but I thought it'd be a perfect home for one of these larger fairies from the fairy garden. She is like sitting like on a log. And I thought she'd be the perfect piece to add to that little terrarium. Not so sure about the other little flower on the log. I don't think that's really going to work. I think one major piece will work good in here, and then we can decorate the rest of it to look like a little fairy garden. And now she kind of sat a little low. I didn't know if you'd be able to see her too well, so I decided to boost her up with one of those little wood stems from the Dollar Tree. But it would probably work without, but I have these handy, so I'm going to go ahead and glue one of the wood stems down, wood slices down, and then I'm going to attach her like right on top. I thought that looked good. You could see her really well like that. So I'm going to then hot glue the fairy to the base, and you can see her really nicely through the opening in the front of the terrarium. This one was such an easy little terrarium to put together, and it turned out so cute. Now, I decided I didn't really have room for any of the larger pieces, so we're going to go ahead and straight into the moss for the meadow. And I'm just going to kind of fill in the area around her. You know, it's a spherical surface, but just kind of anywhere where I think that there would be grass, I'm going to put some of that reindeer moss. And just kind of fill it in. And then we can decorate the meadow for the fairy garden and give it that fairy garden look. This is a great way to add a little spring fairy garden vibe if you only have a small amount of space to decorate. And you could sit this anywhere, like kitchens, bathrooms, wherever. It's kind of all self-enclosed. Now to decorate it, I'm going to use some of the lavender foam mushrooms from the Easter aisle. And we're going to use the tiny ones because this is kind of a small scale one. And again, I'm just cutting like about an inch of wire, kind of hooking it and putting that down into the moss to make it stand up. For pink flowers, I'm going to use like the hot pink baby's breath from the Dollar Tree. Cut one of those. We'll do like the soft pink baby's breath as well. Just cutting that stem off and putting one of those here in the front. Now to display it, I'm going to use one of these glass candle holders from the Dollar Tree. I thought this would look nice. It's going to boost it up, kind of make it look like it's on a pedestal. Again, you could hang it if you had a place to hang that. It'd be look cute hanging on a porch as well. And I'm going to use a combination of the E6000 and a little bit of hot glue, just because glass is a little bit harder to hot glue for a permanent bond. And I'm going to just go ahead and sit that right on top, trying to let my glue set up a little bit. Now to add a little color to the top, I'm going to use some of that spring ribbon from the Dollar Tree, the pink with the white flowers, and I just thread that through the top and just a simple knot. I'm going to let like the ribbon kind of hang down, kind of cascade down the sides of the terrarium. And I just want like the white flower to be up. I just trim the sides, no crazy bow or anything like that. I just wanted a little pop of color and texture on the top of this little fairy garden. And this is how she turned out. I think she's so cute. And how easy was that to put together? Very simple. You could definitely make this in under 5 minutes. And I really love those glass candle holders like that from the Dollar Tree. They work great for kind of boosting projects up like this and making them look a little bit more substantial.